Dear students, today we are going to start chapter number 13 from your SS textbook, India, Location, Geological Structure and Physiography. Let's start. India holds a unique position among the countries of the world. India is a country having largest democracy and its culture is one of the oldest in the world. It has the largest democracy in the world. Students, India adopted democratic system and it is the largest democracy in the world. The coordinating attitude of our culture and has not discarded any religion, race or people but has accepted them wholeheartedly. यानी हमारे देश में हमारा जो कल्चर है वो किसी भी धर्म को, रेस को या पीपल को डिस्क्रिमिनेट नहीं करता है, बल्कि सबको एक्सेप्ट करके, दिल से एक्सेप्ट करके साथ में लेकर चलता है. Thus, impartially towards all religions, people and races is the peculiar characteristics of India. That is why India has become a cultural confluence. Even though many natural and man-induced disasters have taken place, India has consistently continued her progress. The geographical conditions have contributed immensely towards the development and progress of Indian culture. Indian location, size and area. Students, we know about location, size and area of India. Geographically, India lies in the northern hemisphere. यानी इंडिया नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर का पार्ट है. It extends up to the southern part of Asian continent. The span of mainland of India extends from 8 degree 4 to 37 degree 6 north latitudes and from 68 degree 7 to 97 degree 25 east longitude. The Tropic of Cancer, which is located at 23 degree 5 north latitude and divides the country into two parts, passes almost through the middle of India. Its northern part of spread more in the east-west direction. The Great Plains and the Himalayan mountain system are located in this part. The area to the south of Tropic of Cancer has a triangular shape and tapers towards the south. This is basically a part of the peninsular plateau. It includes the eastern coastal plains and the narrow western coastal plains. The latitudinal as well as longitudinal extent of India are almost equal. यानी लैटिट्यूड और लॉन्गिट्यूडनल जो एक्सटेंट है वो बिल्कुल बराबर है इंडिया में, which is about 30. The length between Ladakh to Kanyakumari is 3,214 km and the width from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh is 2,933 km. There is a difference of 2 hours in the local time between the two extreme places, starting from Gujarat in the west up to Arunachal Pradesh in the east due to the longitudinal differences. When it is sunrise in Arunachal Pradesh, it is still night came in Gujarat. The standard meridian of India is 82 degree 30 in its east longitude. It passes through 5 states. ये 5 states को से गुजरता है. Its local time is accepted as the standard time of India. There is a map given. दिया हुआ है इधर जो लॉन्गिट्यूड और लैटिट्यूड बताया जा रहा है. Extend and standard meridian showing. Total area of India is 32.8 lakh स्क्वायर किलोमीटर. इंडिया रैंक 7th इन द वर्ल्ड इन द टर्म्स ऑफ एरिया. यानी इंडिया का वर्ल्ड में कौन सा रैंक है? 7th रैंक है टर्म एरिया के हिसाब से. अदर 6 countries larger than India. The first is Russia, second is Canada, third is USA, fourth is China, fifth is Brazil, and sixth is Australia. So India ranks 7th in the world in terms of area. The land area of India lies in South Asia. यानी इंडिया कौन से एशिया के कौन से पार्ट में पड़ता है? साउथ एशिया पार्ट में. इन द नॉर्थ लॉफ्टी माउंटेन, लॉफ्टी मतलब हाईएस्ट माउंटेन, बड़े बड़े ऊंचे ऊंचे माउंटेन रेंजेस आर स्प्रेड ओवर hundreds of kilometers from west to the east direction. That's why the commuting with Tibet and China is possible only through passes located at high altitude. Bay of Bengal lies to the east, Arabian Sea to the west, and the Indian Ocean to the south of peninsular India. The sea is utilized as a waterway. Sea को कैसे waterways की तरीके से use करते हैं? Even though the land routes are obstructed by surroundings mountain, कुछ land routes जो है जो mountain की वजह से obstruct है, रुके हुए हैं, वहाँ पर हम sea route को use करते हैं. India has accepted all cultural elements अराइविंग फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, यानी जो भी लोग बाहर से आए उनको भी इंडिया ने एक्सेप्ट किया है. एंड दीज हैव मर्ज्ड इनटू इंडियन सोसाइटी. और आफ्टर सो एनी लॉन्ग टाइम दे लिव्ड इन इंडिया. आफ्टर दैट दे मर्ज्ड इनटू इंडियन सोसाइटी एंड बिकेम एंड वी कैन से, हम कह सकते हैं कि उन लोगों ने अपने आप को इंडियनाइज कर लिया. इंडिया होल्ड्स strategic location in eastern hemisphere and it has a strategic importance also. India is in the eastern hemisphere. कहाँ पर है? ईस्टर्न हेमिस्फीयर में. Oceans have contributed immensely in developing mutual relations in ancient time. India had trade relations with East Africa. इंडिया के ईस्ट अफ्रीका के साथ ट्रेड रिलेशंस डेवलप है. And West Asia, South Asia and Southeast Asia. India since ancient times. India had developed cultural and trade relations with them due to her location. No country in the Indian Ocean has a long maritime boundary as India has. Due to this strategic location, the ocean is named as Indian Ocean. Location of India across the international waterways is also important. With the opening of Suez Canal in 1869, the distance between India and Europe has reduced from about 7,000 kilometer. यानी जब स्यूज कैनल का निर्माण हुआ उसके बाद इंडिया और यूरोप के बीच का जो डिस्टेंस था वो बहुत सारा रिड्यूस हो गया, कम 7,000 किलोमीटर जितना. सी रूट्स connecting East and Southeast Asia and Australia to Africa and Europe pass through the Indian Ocean. यानी बहुत सारे जो कंट्रीज हैं उनको ये सी रूट्स आपस में जोड़ते हैं. द किरकम अफ्रीकन वाटरवेज एंड स्विस कैनल वाटरवेज पास बाय इंडिया. कैनेडा एंड यूएसए कैन बी रीच थ्रू द सेम वाटरवेज वाया स्ट्रेट ऑफ मलक्का एंड द पैसिफिक ओशन. इंडिया हैज contacts with many countries since many centuries. इंडिया में बहुत सारी सेंचुरी, बहुत सैकड़ों सालों से दूसरे कंट्रीज के कॉन्टेक्ट में है. गुड्स एंड आइडियाज आर बीइंग एक्सचेंज्ड सिंस एंशिएंट टाइम. बिजनेस उनके आपस में बहुत पुराने समय से हो रहा है. सिमिलरली कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ उपनिषद, स्टोरीज ऑफ रामायण, पंचतंत्र, थेरापेटिक मेथड्स, Indian numerical figures and decimal system etc. could reach many parts of the world. India has an important location in South Asia. There are 28 states, now 1 national capital and 7 union territory. Now this figure is little bit changed. Like to know, Telangana was created as a state from its mother states, Andhra Pradesh on 2nd June or 2014, or recently Leh and Ladakh is also called as a state. Neighboring countries of India. India has a common land boundary with Pakistan and Afghanistan in northwest, with China, Nepal, Bhutan in northeast, and with Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. There is a map showing Indian map and their neighboring countries. Map we will discuss later. In the south, Sri Lanka and Maldives are four maritime neighbors. India and Sri Lanka are separated by पाल्क स्ट्रेट. इंडिया और जो श्रीलंका है वो पाल्क स्ट्रेट पे जाके अलग हो जाते हैं. एंड गल्फ ऑफ मन्नार, लक्षद्वीप आइलैंड आर लोकेटेड इन द अरेबियन सी, while Andaman Nicobar Island are located in the Bay of Bengal. Like to know, Indira Point, which was the southernmost point of India, was submerged in 2004 due to tsunami. With this, few islands of Andaman Nicobar were also submerged into the ocean. ओशन में डूब गए हैं वो. Geological structure. The current physiography of India is the result of tectonic and crustal movement of the earth. Both constructive as well as destructive effect of these movements can be seen. यानी जो हमारे टेक्टोनिक एंड क्रिस्टल मूवमेंट होते हैं, इनके कुछ अच्छे इफेक्ट भी होते हैं और कुछ इनके डिस्ट्रक्टिव इफेक्ट भी होते हैं. The knowledge about the interior of the earth is very interesting. The crust of the earth floats over the semi-liquid rocks of the atmosphere. Heat is generated due to the radioactive process in the interior of the earth. यानी रेडियोएक्टिव प्रोसेसर के अंतर्गत हीट अर्थ के अंदर गर्मी उत्पन्न होती है, हीट उत्पन्न होती है. It tends to reach the surface of the earth by generating conventional currents. These upwards currents break the upper layer into the large pieces which are known as lithospheric plates or tectonic plates. These are 7 major tectonic plates. Students, कितने major tectonic plates हैं? There are 7. These are कौन से हैं? Let's see. Number 1 Pacific plate, number 2 North American plate, number 3 South American plate, number 4 Eurasian plate, number 5 African plate, number 6 Indo-Australian plate, etc. and number 7 Antarctic plate. At some places these plates are drifting away. Drifting यानी अपनी जगह से दूसरी जगह खिसक जाना, away from each other, which are known as divergent plates. At some places these plates come closer to each other, which are known as convergent plates. Due to divergence and convergence process, fold and fall take place. यानी इन प्रोसेस से जो divergence and convergence जो प्रोसेस होता है, उससे fold and fall जो होते हैं वो पैदा होते हैं. Due to the movement of these plates over millions of years, shapes of landforms as well as their location have changed. The process of divergence is responsible for all the tectonic and volcanic activities on the earth. Wherever these drifting plates have collided मतलब एक दूसरे टकराना with another, it has resulted into mountains building process. ऐसे क्या होते हैं? Mountains बनते हैं. Wherever these plates drift away, fissures are created within landforms and oceans. The continents situated along these fissures are drifting apart continuously. Such plates are called divergent plates. इन plates को divergent plates कहते हैं. India was a part of a very vast and ancient landmass known as Gondwana land. This large landmass consisted of the present South American, African, Australian and Antarctica. Over a period, the Indo-Australian plate started drifting gradually towards north. It is so believed that this place collided with the large Eurasian plate before about 5 crore years. Due to the collision between Indo-Australian plate and the Eurasian plate, the Himalayan mountain system emerged out of the TTC. मतलब क्या बता रहे हैं कि जब इन अलग इंडो ऑस्ट्रेलियन और इंडो पर्सियन एंड यूरेशियन प्लेट जब आपस में टकराई बहुत साल 5 करोड़ ईयर्स पहले, उससे क्या हुआ कि उससे कॉलिजन के परिणाम स्वरूप क्या हुआ कि इंडो ऑस्ट्रेलियन और यूरेशियन प्लेट्स के टकराने के परिणाम स्वरूप क्या हुआ कि हिमालय पर्वत का जन्म हुआ. A large valley was formed to the south of Himalaya system, wherein alluvial sediments were deposited by the river flowing from north and south of it. Thus, the Ganga plain between Himalayas and the southern peninsula was formed. A huge volcanic eruption took place in the northwest of the peninsular plateau, as a result of which the western portion of the plateau was disintegrated and was submerged. This led to the formation of Arabian Sea. इससे अरेबियन सी का जन्म हुआ. Due to this submergence, the western Ghats became more distinct. Thus, a large diversity is seen in the Indian subcontinent. इस तरीके से हम बहुत डाइवर्सिटी देख सकते हैं इंडियन सबकॉन्टिनेंट पे. Lofty mountain, ऊंचे ऊंचे माउंटेन रेंज are seen in the north. Many plateaus दिखते हैं. Summit and passes are seen within them. गंगा, यमुना एंड ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर्स फ्लो इन द नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स में, यानी नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स है वहाँ कौन कौन सी रिवर्स हैं? गंगा, यमुना एंड ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर्स हम देख सकते हैं. दियर ऑलिवल डिपॉजिट्स, जो नदी के किनारे की मिट्टी है, जो सॉइल है बहुत फर्टाइल है. दीज ऑलिवल डिपॉजिट्स हैव फॉर्म दिस प्लेन, और ये इन्होंने बहुत बड़े बड़े प्लेन्स यानी फॉर्म बनाए हैं, बड़े प्लेन जगह बनाई है. टू एडजेस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ घाट्स एंड टू साइड्स ऑफ द प्लेटू एंड कोस्टल plains are situated on eastern and western margins. Thus, India holds a diversified physiography. So, students, आप देख सकते हैं कि इंडिया की फिजियोग्राफी कितनी डाइवर्सिफाइड है. कहीं पर बड़े बड़े माउंटेन्स हैं, कहीं पर रिवर्स हैं, कहीं पर प्लेट्यू है, कहीं पर बिग फर्टाइल प्लेन है, ऑलिवल सॉइल है. इस तरीके से ये स्टूडेंट्स इस वीडियो को आप वापस देखिए और अच्छे से समझने की कोशिश करें. सो देयर आर सम क्वेश्चंस जो है जो आपको चैप्टर समझने के बाद लिखना है अपनी नोटबुक में. थैंक यू स्टूडेंट्स.